Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at a Nedfoss knife. Now, this is the outer box. It is, well, nothing really special, but there is your model number and where it is made. So it is made in China, but this company reached out to me, so they wanted me to take a look at their knife, and I was more than happy to do so. So this is the box the knife comes in. I actually really like it. It has a really nice linen pattern on the box, and the box itself has some padding in there that holds this beautiful knife. Now, this knife is under $50, okay? And I have to say, it's pretty darn good, and it's pretty darn good looking. Now, that's one of the reasons why I chose this model. They allowed me to look at all the models they had to offer, and I chose this one. Well, that's primarily because I don't really have a Sanmai Damascus knife. This is actually VG10 steel, and it is Damascus steel, which is fantastic. And you can see the core there as well. And I have to say, it acts just like VG10. It really does feel great in the hand, but the thumb stud does take a little bit of adjusting to. You really have to get it in between the knuckle there, not the knuckle, the thumbnail and the tip of your thumb, and then it will flick open. If you don't have it there, your thumb is going to slide right off of that thumb stud. Now, to be honest, the thumb stud's a little bit big and bulbous, especially when you have the knife blade out. It just looks a little ridiculous. I wish it was a little bit smaller, and I wish the handles were just a little bit thinner. But it does allow for you to get a good grip of the knife. Now, this is another thing that I have complained about many other companies, and I hope Nedfoss actually listen to this, but I really do like brass washers, okay? I am very tired of the nylon washers within many different knives, especially knives that are like $100, $150. I mean, you need to get away from that. Now, this is the other thing though. These washers are very small. They're very small and very thin, so I will be probably changing that out, but that's what you can expect in this knife. Now, as for the handle, you have abalone here, and they're actually cuts of abalone. You can see how each one has been cut and then it fits into the knife, but it's very thin pieces, okay? Most of it's in resin, as you can see there. You have about 5 to 6, I wouldn't say 5 to 6, maybe 4 millimeters worth of resin, and then you have a very thin slice of the abalone. You also have this engraving in the back. It's not really engraving, but it's just very decorative filing. And I have to say, it's pretty nice, but it's done by a machine. It's not done by hand. At a knife of this price, you can't really expect that to be done by hand. Now, this knife is rather small. It's usable. I have been actually just carrying it in the back pocket because it does not have a pocket clip, but it is about the size of a Victorinox knife. Now, how does it compare to a few other knives that I have? Well, here is my Boker Plus Epicenter, which is about double its size. And then here is a Chris Reeve Sebenza. Okay, so it's a small knife, okay? It's not going to be the one-all, end-all knife for you. But I have actually been using this as my, well, decorative letter opening knife. I keep this really in my back pocket and in my car to open up letters from the mail. It is not going to be a powerhouse knife, okay? This is going to be VG10 steel, and you will have to sharpen it. You will have to strop it. And what's really nice, though, when it comes to sharpening, which I've already done on this, is you can remove the thumb stud. So if you are in a legislation where this thumb stud is illegal and you can have a locking knife, but you have to get rid of that, you can open this one-handed. So that is definitely a nice benefit. So I would definitely recommend this knife. I think it's a nice knife, but please do not be expecting the world with this. This is not perfect. This is a nice knife. The lock is good. I've had no issues with it. It has not failed on me. It disengages the way it should. The Detent on it is nice. It's dialed in very well. But I will say this, there is some room for improvement. It's a little rough around the edges. I wish the handle scales were a little bit thinner, and it's a little bit bulky for its size. I will say this though, it is very pretty to look at. And if anything, it's a nice desk knife or a conversation starter. So I thought you guys would enjoy this review. Thank you, Nedfoss, for the knife and for allowing me to review this product. Thank you guys again for checking out my channel. Till the next one, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.